Welcome on in, hope you all had a great weekend. My name is PJ, this is a raid Shadowlands video, and in today's video, we'll be breaking down the new events and tournaments starting this week, and let's get right to it. So, we'll start with the tournaments first and go down the list. The Kurosa conquest tournament is live, so you can do this, but I wouldn't start it too soon because there's a DD starting as well tomorrow, which we will look at that here in a second. But as far as the rewards, pretty standard. Immortal. If you click on the chest, you can see what's inside it. Some of you guys might not know that. Ancient, Void, pretty good stuff. Anything besides the multi-battles would be good. Stay away from the multi-battles and see what's in here. So yeah, just some charms. Nothing too crazy. So pretty standard, but make sure you wait till the DD starts. Then we have a gear ascension tournament starting in about 8.5 hours from now. So when you guys see this video, it should be live. This is a great time to farm Sand Devil, to farm Shogun. Looks like there's a prism in here as well, which we'll be looking at the prism pool later on. Pretty juicy though. Hold up guys, now is the perfect time to click on my link in the description and get a free Karato as well as 4 more insane free epics as you level up. Here's how to do it. Step 1, log out of Player and Play on PC and uninstall. Step 2, click the link in the description and register with a brand new email. Step 3, launch raid and complete the tutorial. Step 4, go to the inbox and claim your first champion. Don't miss out on your chance to get a free Karato after signing up, as well as Uugo, Rector Drath, Tagoar, and Mausoleum Mage as you progress through the game. So click on my link right now and let's crush this together. So I'm gonna be going for this. I'm probably gonna do both of these. It's gonna be a lot of energy, a lot of gems, but I like the rewards. I really like getting the immortal soul stones. So I'm probably gonna do both. And then we have the soul chase tournament starting in 6 hours. So as of right now, it doesn't show, or they haven't, player hasn't said that there's going to be a boosted event going along this. So if there's no boosted event, I would skip. If there is a boosted event, then we're talking about maybe pulling some souls. But as far as I know, and as far as of right now, there's no boosted event, so I'd be skipping this soul chase. There's also no mythicals, mythical relics in here. If there was mythical materials, or I should say mythical materials, not mythical relics. I mean, I wish there was a mythical relic. I'd definitely be pulling for that. But there's no mythical materials in here for a chance to craft a mythical relic. There's legendary and epic, but yeah, to me this is an easy skip. I mean, we'll have to see if there's a boosted chance or not, but if there's no boosted chance, yeah boys, skipping. We're saving because I've been using a lot of resources. We need to start stockpiling back up. As far as the events, like I mentioned earlier, the Dungeon Divers is starting in 7 hours, so when this goes live, it should be good to go. There are legendary materials, epic materials, book. I'm not sure what else is in here. Probably gonna do some of this. I'm not sure if I'm gonna do the entire thing. Depends, I guess, on how many materials there are and whether events are happening down the line, if it's gonna overlap or not. But I'm definitely going to do the Kurosa tournament, so we'll probably get some of this done, and then we'll see if we finish it off or not. The Path of the Lost is over. Make sure you guys are using your coins if you have any left. These are just going to get turned into silver and given to you in your inbox. So if you have anything you can grab it while you can, because if you don't, it's gone. So make sure you don't wait too long for that. Pretty juicy prism event. It's the Infernal Summon Pool. The headline champion is Volcanos. Insane, one of the best Unity champions in the game. I would love him. I do not have him. I'm definitely going to be going for the One in a Dream pull. The other teams in here are pretty good as well. All demon spawn. I don't have Priva, but she's decent. She's a reviver. Kind of similar skill to God Seekers, where you revive them and you fully reset their skills. But hers is a little bit better, as it should be. She's a legendary versus an epic. Sissy is good. Very old school. Gives you some HP burn. Can land the decrease defense weaken. Solid champion. Weather. Good support champion. Hefrax, a good nuker. More for early to mid game. Kind of falls off towards the late game end game, but still solid for maybe some siege. Limited content. Kaimar is always nice when you have a Kaimar. Always good to get a Kaimar. Even 2 Kaimars is good. The kitty's back. We just pulled for the kitty. We sadly did not get him, but he's back in here, so I would love the cat. Good for progression, good for late game, end game, nuker, Hydra. Very versatile. He's a beast. Big fan of the kitty. Duchess, she's awesome again. Older champion's been in the game for a long time. Don't want to say buffer, but she low-key could use a little bit of a turn meter boost on her revive. There's definitely way more champions that need a buff before Duchess, but she's kind of an older champion. A lot of the revivers now have a turn meter boost in their revives, so you know, maybe giving her a little bit of a turn meter boost wouldn't be too bad. That's what I'm saying. Don't yell at me in the comments, but you know, I mean, if you agree, maybe let me know in the comments. If you disagree, also let me know in the comments. Then we have Helicath, old fusion, really good for clan boss, limited content. Doom Tower, Faction Wars could be maybe useful for you there. Does the big shield, doesn't block damage, increase demons when it falls off. Can hit pretty hard too. Actually can be a little bit of a schmacker. So don't sleep. I would say don't sleep on Helicast damage. As far as the epics, pretty solid epics, nothing too crazy. Magnar, Chuck, the Lure, Garlos can be good for some Doom Tower stuff. Durs, Revivers. So. And we're not here for the epics, PJ. I know you guys don't care about the epics, but the legendaries, I say, for there's someone good in here for every account. If you're a late game account, end game account, there's some good stuff in here. If you're an early game account, some good stuff in here. So very solid something pool. What else do we have coming to us? So we can take a quick look at the calendar, but sadly they don't really use the calendar to great effect. They don't tell us stuff that's coming in the future. They just kind of tell us that stuff that's coming right now. So sadly we don't see what's happening Friday, Saturday, Sunday, even Thursday. We see a little bit. Yep, nothing too new. The Dungeon Divers, Gear Enhancement, Kurosa, Soul Chase. And like I said, they don't really use this to good effect because there's another event coming on Wednesday, but it's not on the calendar. So why is it on the calendar? I don't know, you gotta ask them. But there's another event coming. We're gonna look at that here right now. So it's gonna be a champion champion training for the Gracchus Turn Drake Soul. So hello everyone. Hi, this Wednesday, July 23rd, we're planning to launch a champion training tournament where you'll be able to get a perfect souls for Gracchus Turn Drake and other valuable rewards. So champion training, sorry, not champion chase, champion training. All you need to do is develop your champions in any of the following stages, or any following ways: upgrading levels, ranks, ascending, and using skill. If you manage to take first place on the leaderboards in your group, 100 players, during this tournament, you will earn Gracchus Turn Drake's Perfect Soul. The higher your level, the higher the rank of your Perfect Soul you'll receive. So we'll see the levels here. So minimum level 31 to 40. So if you're below 31, then I guess you don't get this. So you have to be at least 31 to 40. You get a 3-star Perfect Soul, and you have to get at least 7,500 points. If you're 41 to 60, you get a 4-star where you need at least 12,500 points. And if you're 61 to 100, you get a 5-star Perfect Soul where you need a minimum of 10,000 points. I hate when they do this. It's something they've done kind of recently, the past few years, and then they kind of stopped, and that looks like they're bringing it back. I hate the minimum point requirement for the reward. So let's say you're in a pretty easy bracket and the highest person is 10,000, you snipe or you win with 12,000, you come from behind, or even if it's 10,000 the highest, you don't get this. You have to have 15,000. I hate that. It pushes you higher and makes you do extra resources. If you have an easy bracket, you really don't have an easy bracket because you still have to get the 15,000 or the 12,500 if you're lower, or the 7,500. I hate it. I get it from their point. They don't want people to have like a super dead bracket, do 500 points. I know that's a big exaggeration, but do 500 points and get a 5-star Perfect Soul. But I don't think that's very realistic, and if they are going to do this, lower the points. Make it so it's 10,000 points for the 61 to level 100. Make it maybe the 7,500 for the 41 to 60, and then for the 31 to 40, maybe make it 5,000, 4,000. Like you don't need to make it crazy to force people to use their resources, and it just feels like it's again another tactic to force you to use your resources if you don't have. So I don't like that. Note: if you take first place but you're not earning the minimum points required, you will not receive the Perfect Soul, like I mentioned. Hate that. This tournament will last 72 hours. So kind of weird that they did this, because they already did an event for his 5-star Perfect Soul in the beginning. I don't remember exactly. I think that one was a champion chase. I think that's maybe why I said it in the beginning. It was some type of tournament where you had to get first to win, and they did it before there was a guaranteed for Gracchus, which again didn't make sense to me. Why would they do a soul for a champion that no one really has? So it makes sense that they did a guaranteed soul after they did a guaranteed for him, because they just did a guaranteed Gracchus a couple weeks ago. So it makes sense, but I guess they're just trying to squeeze the player base for as much as they can, milk people, try to get people on the front end, the back end, if people went for it early, just to do the resources or just to get the soul. But to me, it doesn't really make sense. Like, why would someone go for a soul? Let's say have the champion, but very few people had the champion. He was a pretty new champion. Why would someone go for the soul not having the champion? Like whales and krakens, yeah, I get it. You have the resources, you're going to do it. But for the average player, they're not going to waste their hard-earned resources on a soul that they don't even have the champion for. And they didn't say there was a guaranteed. It would be one thing if they said, oh yeah, guys, we're doing a guaranteed Krakos down the line. So be careful, like be looking out for that. So if they did a 5-star soul in the beginning, it would make a little bit more sense, but again, you don't know if you're going to get him or not. But yeah, they never said that. They didn't say anything about a guaranteed. It was assuming, like people assumed there was going to be a guaranteed for Krakos or Balar. That's what they've done in the past, but there wasn't anything official from Plarium, which is kind of what we want. We like getting official things from to the community saying, okay, this is what's happening, this is what's happening. We don't like guessing. So yeah, I wish they'd just be more communicative and tell us what's going to be happening. Again, they don't like that because then we get to plan. They don't like us planning. And it's a whole back and forth between the community and Plarium. But yeah, so this is starting on July 23rd. I don't think I'm going to go for, I guess I'll see how hard my bracket is. I'm going to do some points. I need to do champion training, but as far as going to the 15,000 and then winning it, I'd have to have a really, really easy bracket. He's not someone that I'm like, oh yeah, he's an OP champion. I definitely need this 5-star soul because I'm going to be using him right now. I think he's good. If you're early progressing, I think he's solid. If you're late end game, probably not as good, but I don't think he really needs the soul. Definitely not for breaking my account for. If I pull him, if I pull the soul in the soul of, or like an altar of souls, a boosted chance, awesome, but not really going out of my way. Let me know in the comments if you guys are going to go for this or not. Probably going to be a lot of depending on your bracket. And that's it. That's it for now. We have to wait and see. There's probably going to be a champion chase this weekend, so stay tuned for that. I'm sure we're going to get news on that coming soon. Hit that like, hit that follow button, and we'll see you guys next time. Peace.